So, in your own experience of stillness that you've incorporated into your life, how have you, or how would you describe what is happening to you when you experience that stillness, and what you're longing for in creating a practice that would encourage that? What are you longing for, and how do you describe that?
Well, I'm definitely longing for more peace. I think it was mentioned before that I know I'm the same way, that a lot of times I say yes to a lot of things, and I get myself a little bit on the over busy side of things. And so what that does is it takes away from my sense of peace, because I'm moving from one thing to the next. I'll finish something, I won't even allow myself time to really feel good about it. I'll think, okay, I'm going to move on to the next thing now. I sort of rob myself when in those moments of joy and peace and delight and all those wonderful things. I've noticed that with this being intentional about taking those moments of taking those deep breaths and stuff, it sort of brings me back to that sense of that's what I desire. It pulls me back out of that space where I'm just moving one step forward after another and, plodding ahead. And then at the end of the day, I'm just exhausted and I just want to go to bed, type of thing. So yeah, I think that I've discovered that it allows me to be able to center myself and remind myself that my life is not about all the things I'm doing. It's, and that I can take a breath and I can feel that sense of God's presence, and that I can take delight in the moment. And that I don't need to put so much pressure on myself to just keep moving forward. So yeah.
Great.
Oh. Can I just say thank you so much, Joe, for sharing that. You just lifted a ton of weight off my chest. That's how I was feeling yesterday. That's exactly it. That's what I was feeling yesterday.
Excellent. Excellent.
Jack, tell us about a time when you were truly still. How did your body feel? Any kind of experience around that?
Well, first of all, I'm in the want to get more done group like the rest of you. I have an intellectual struggle with that. Sometimes intellectually I say to myself, okay, you don't need to do that, but there's an inner pressure that I have. This has been really good for me, because one of my actions in life is to be present. But my idea of being present has more to do with being present for other people than being present for myself. So often in personal situations with other people, I'll check out to make sure I'm really focusing in and being present, that I'm truly there and aware. But I really haven't done that quite so much just for myself as this last, again, 3 or 4 weeks that we've been doing this. I want to do everything right, of course, and finding those questions was really big for me today. I mean, I didn't find them. You guys told me where they were. So that was very, very useful. But yeah, since I've been doing, I have an off and on meditation process mornings. So since I've done it every morning recently, and I've really gotten into this doing 3 or more breaths every hour or whenever I can, I'm just feeling a little bit better about myself in general. I'm finding when I'm trying to get more done, if I take the breath, I can kind of let go and be at peace with myself without, judging that I'm not doing enough in the moment. So I'm enjoying the moments more.
Intention is everything in this process. How are you cultivating that intention, or reminding yourself of what your intention is?
I think, brothers, this is where I shared earlier, and I'm thinking more and more that this has been a missing element for me in part of my practice is my default mode has been to get grounded, and then things open for me. That's sort of my standard way to try to practice. But I'm feeling like if I don't start with a strong intention, which is I want to walk with you, I want to be with you, that is that's going to be foundational for me in this practice, is to have that be a very powerful awareness. This is why I'm doing this. This is why I want this. And I think that's really been missing for me. So I'm going to try that.
I have to say this again, Stephen. That is very positive what you said. Knowing we're missing is being present. So you're not too far.
Amen.
Since beginning the practice of presence, how would you describe your level of forgiveness with yourself? How does that change as you become more still?
For me, forgiveness has been pretty central in my life since I've had a profound healing experience, I guess, of forgiveness, being able to forgive my perpetrator from sexual abuse. And that was a life-changing event. So since that time, for whatever reason, I mean, it was a cure, I guess, is what you were saying. It was sort of like this, every time now I have much more gentleness in my approach to other people when they do things that are hurtful to me. And I'm more forgiving of myself because of that. I allow myself more grace. I'm more aware of that. I guess that's been sort of, because of that experience. But this presence thing has definitely, and you said that thing about experience is everything. I guess the experience connects to this whole aspect of presence. Maybe I had such a profound experience of God's presence in that moment. It just opened my eyes to something much more deeper and much more accessible to me than I never realized before if I hadn't had that experience. So
From the beginning, we had said, during the next weeks and the preceding weeks, have we actually realized any time that we did have any anxiety, stress, worry, and we did ask ourselves, am I actually present now? And that answer was always no. And once we keep asking ourselves that question, and then we say, well, anytime I felt peace or calm or a presence, was I actually present? The answer 100% of the time is yes. And just as Jim just said, it changes our normal reaction to life. Because our normal reaction to life, unfortunately, when we're unconscious, is dysfunctional to